Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. This is going to be an interesting video because we're gonna use the trailer to support the rods. Came down here to show you just how much the river has dropped since I last fished here last week. I've been busy all day. I've been doing a catch and cook that I first shot yesterday and finished today. Yeah, you're right. You guys probably saw it. So, I left the house without the sand spikes. Oh, but no worries. I'm driving one big sand spike. It's after 6 p.m. right now, and to head back to the house just to get sand spikes would be a real big waste of prime fishing time, because sunset is right around the corner, and that's why we're here, to take advantage of that real quick, see what we can get. Here we go. Just gonna back this right up to the water here, about right there. I bet you anything it's gonna work just fine. This river is below 10 feet right now, just below 10 feet. I mean, just below it. So might be different out here today for sure because of such a drop, but we are going to do our best to catch a fish, and I bet we catch a fish. Let's take a look at this, see what the rod is going to look like sitting there like that. Nice, look at that. That's going to work out just fine. Put a little pressure on it. Oh, that trailer might go, but that's the fun of this, huh? Well, just in case. I mean, I don't really want to turn around and see the trailer gone. This will probably work better. Put it in at an angle. Much better. The water level is not the only thing changing at this spot. Every time I come here now, for the past 3 times, the cutting board I was previously using has disappeared. No matter where I put it, I come back, it's gone. And there's other things here, such as that right there. Look at that. Somebody else is fishing here. Why they're taking my cutting boards, which are just random pieces of wood, I don't know. But there's my bait. Maybe they're selling them on eBay as used by M Hood. Yeah, authentic fish blood and everything. So we're starting off with fairly small fillet style pieces of mullet. This mullet was caught yesterday off of Elmer's Beach from the Gulf. So we're using 4 ounces of lead like usual here, and 6 octopus style hooks. Well, that was a weird cast, but it ended up in a good place. I don't know what that noise was. That current is still strong out there. Sometimes the current is stronger when the river is dropping or rising, and it's still dropping a little bit. It dropped a lot over the weekend, and it's steadily dropping now, but not as much as it did over the last 2 days. It's going to slowly drop and then crest. Maybe by tomorrow or the next day it'll crest for a little bit and then fluctuate a little more. So the current should be better like tomorrow or the next day. Still strong, but not as bad as this right now. It was worse the other day. As that first bait I put out drifts, it's going to drift into what used to be about 30 feet of water, which is now probably maybe a little less than that. And it's just to the right of that structure right there. This bait, I know it's going to drift, but I want it to do something totally different. So we're going to start its drift right here. You see these pylons? We're going to try and put this bait just to the right or just in front of them. I'm going to aim for that. Now that the river is lower, you might think it means that I can get out further in the water. Yes, but not really a great idea, because the further I come out, the more I get into the mud and I'll just sink. So this is about what I can do right here where I'm at. Yes. Almost on top of them. We're over there. Hopefully we didn't get too close to where we're in a snag. I'm just holding the line right now, trying to see if I'm gonna drift, and I am. Yep, we're good. We didn't get into the snag. So the idea here is for this bait to stop way short of that bait and be at a different depth of water and more around the structure. It's really hard to keep a bait at that structure, the end of that structure, when you cast it there, unless you're using a really heavy lead. I bet even a 6 won't stay there, but if you start the drift with the 6 somewhere over here, or the 4 as we're using this afternoon, if you start it far enough back, it will stop there. In some situations, I don't want to do this because I might not know the spot very well, and I could end up in a snag as my bait drifts like that to where I want it to stop. But in this situation, I know that stretch right there. I know where I'm good and where I'm not. And so far, so good this afternoon. If I cast too far, like you see this structure, you see the pylons. If I cast past the first set of pylons that are holding up that pipe, there's a drop off there, and I will catch a snag. But I've also caught fish doing that, but I've caught plenty of snags. So can't cast too far past, or yeah, you can't cast past those structures right there. Oh yes, getting a bite here. Are you on? Yes. When that bite first hit, oh wait a minute. Why is it I always get overexcited on the first one? When that bite first started, I couldn't tell which rod was getting the bite. Both of them were shaking because they're on that trailer. Well, I feel like I've been redeemed. Come on. This is not a big fish, but it's not too bad. Oh. Fighting pretty good right here. Oh, hey. Oh. Oh, yeah. You guys are here early. This is what we caught yesterday. This is what we just cooked this afternoon. A gaff top. Well, it's bigger than the one I just cooked. I'm gonna let it go. Yeah, this here.
Go get it. They taking your bait. I don't want to distract you, buddy. I'm sorry. Don't play around in that camera, guys. Y'all go back in that woods and play. You hear me? There you go. There you go.
Finally, I got this fish.
There you go.
I think it's going to be another gaff top.
You got the luck of the Irish standing next to you. That's what it is.
I got the luck of the Irish in my blood.
My grandma's from Ireland.
I don't need you to be standing next to me for that.
All right, all right.
I've only got that much, but...
Mine's about a quarter because my grandma's
that
from
much.
Ireland. Oh shit, I knew you had that thing on. Oh
yeah.
Crap. Oh, catfish.
Wow. It's not a gaff top this time. I was so worried that it was going to be like last year. And it's...
It's a big little catfish there.
Yeah, it's a little blue cat. There was a time last year when it was like nothing but gaff tops. It was just left and right. Some days that's all I caught.
All right, yeah, you're right.
Thick in here, and then when it gets cold, they'll leave. Oh. Now this one's not getting off, or are you? Not a big fish. I wasn't running any cameras because we keep getting visitors. Oh, this is the monster of the session. Yeah, it's not a big fish, but it is the monster in comparison to those first two. I don't think it's going to be a gaff top. If that's a gaff top, that's a state record.
Oh yeah, sure it is.
Let's see what he weighs. Oh! Just right over the edge. 20-pound class fish. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Nice. Yeah, here he goes. Whoa! We're like, what? Where are we? 27% on this battery. Yeah, I caught this mullet yesterday when I was on Elmer's getting shrimp. It was a bad fishing day because the water was rough and dirty. There's a lot of things I couldn't do that I wanted to. I did look for things. I was out there in the water waiting, looking for jack and other big things, throwing big spoons for jack and bull reds. Because the last time I was there, I was throwing a big drone spoon and I got a bull red on that, and then I got a jack crevalle. Yeah, there were a lot of people out there yesterday looking for trout. They'd spend like 30-45 minutes and leave. They always want to go right over there underneath that willow. One of the locals that sometimes visits me when I'm fishing is filming me as I film myself.
That's the same one, man.
No, it's not. There we go. That blue cat is much smaller. This is how we do it on M Hood Fishing. If somebody else is going to film me, I'm going to tell you who you're filming.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, man. I hope you don't mind.
Little dirty, but I really want to get him back. Nice one. He fought pretty good for a small cat. He's maybe about 14-13 pounds, somewhere around there. Nice one. He was totally ready to go. I mean, I didn't have the camera on, and I put him in the water and he's gone. I'm gonna call it right here as it gets dark. This was a really fun session, actually. It wasn't a long one. and it didn't have a lot of fish, but it was really fun. There was some nice people that showed up too. Good conversation. Yeah, you're right, guys. I'm really excited that the river has dropped and it's going to stay below 10 for a little bit. Who knows how long, but long enough for me to go to some spots I haven't been able to go to. As the river drops, there's a lot of spots that open up on this side of the river. When the river is just a little bit over 10 feet, there's a lot of spots that I just can't access. They're going to be muddy to get to, but I can get to them, so I'm pretty happy. And I've had a long day already, and I want to have a long day tomorrow. So that means if I call it now, I can get this video edited and uploaded and scheduled to go live on Wednesday before midnight. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.